Banana na 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 na. Banana na 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 na. And how do I know that it's icy cold? Because I had it in my freezer all night. So I've almost made it. Another 300 meters and we'll be there. Ay, ay, ay. You have to smile, yes. It's me that chose this journey, so it's me that has to live with the consequences. Good morning! Happy Monday! It's Monday, March 17, which is also St. Patrick's Day. So happy Irish St. Patrick's Day. This is day number 45 of my epic odyssey, riding my bicycle all the way from Pattaya in Thailand to Hanoi in the north of Vietnam. First, we have to get over this mountain here, so we're going to do that today. That's called the High Van Pass, and we're going over there now. It's 8 o'clock in the morning. As you can see, the clouds are a little bit higher than they were yesterday. No rain yesterday, even though the forecast was 90% chance of rain every hour, and today is 20%. So if yesterday it didn't rain, today for sure it's not gonna rain. Just a quick interlude for my friends from the Hash House Harriers that understand the banana song. Banana na 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 na. Banana na 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 na. Well, here I am, finally on the High Van Pass. I'm laughing because when you look ahead here, I've only just started a few hundred meters ago. It's already a gradient of 10% going that way. Where are we here? Yes, going that way. So 10% I cannot do. There's my bicycle with its new rear tire and its new bicycle stand. However, I don't want 10 kilos on here anymore. So I've got my laptop, which is 5.5, and then on my back, I've got my clothes, which is 4.5 to 5. So that 10 kilos, wow, I cannot be doing a 10%er with the extra 10 kilos. And I'll do my best today, and I'll talk to you a little bit further up the road. Here we are, going up, 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 up. And where I'm standing right now, this is a railway tunnel. You see railway tracks there. So they lead through this tunnel here. And my legs are feeling strong. So I actually cycled up that 10% gradient there. I'm in the second lowest of my 24 gears. So if you look there, I'm on the lowest one in the front and the second lowest there. So I'm in gear 23. So that enables me to get up these steep hills. I'm still coming up from that direction and going up that direction. But this is our first great view of the day. This is the North Beach of Da Nang. You can see that there. See how long that beach is. I hope the camera does justice to these stunning views. This is simply amazing. And when you look up there, I'll zoom in on that cloud. That cloud is actually over the road. Our mountain pass goes right through that cloud, so that'll be a couple of hours for me yet, or at least 1 hour before we get to that cloud. Hopefully it'll still be there when I get there. With me being a first timer on this trip, sometimes you don't know where you can eat food, so you got to make the most of it. I've come across this cutest little restaurant here on the side of the hill. I've just ordered myself a fresh coconut, so that'll be good. And I've ordered, because it's very cold today, I've ordered noodle soup with beef. So that's good. And look at this beautiful rocky outcrop here. Dog's sleeping, he loves it. Look at this. What a view again. I'm going to be saying that all day, so I apologize in advance. But yeah, I get excited about these things. You know, that's why I'm doing this bicycle journey. I'm 62 this year. Probably not going to live forever. We've got to do it while we can. That's my motto. So my plan is, finances permitting, I'd like to keep cycling for the next 3 years. Try and make my YouTube channel successful, get some sponsors so that I can continue doing this all over the world, but only in hot countries. My noodles have arrived and they're steaming hot, which is great on a chilly morning like this. Once again, where we're going, it's called the Hai Van Pass. So it's going up through there. In Vietnamese, they call it Dio Hai Van, and that literally means ocean, cloud, pass. So there you are. We're going from the ocean to the clouds, and away we go. Hanoi is that away. I have to say it, but some views are just better than others. And look at this for a view. It's an icy cold 333 beer. Yes, I'm a sneaky devil. I bought that yesterday afternoon, kept it wrapped up in my backpack here for that special moment when I knew I needed to celebrate these wonderful views with a delicious cold beer. And how do I know that it's icy cold? Because I had it in my freezer all night. The top of my refrigerator, there's a little freezer there, and that's where this little beauty has been until I took it out 8 o'clock this morning. Another bloody truck. It's a shame they can't take the new freeway. Remember that freeway that I couldn't get on yesterday? It's designed to take the trucks without them having to struggle up the hill here. On the positive side, look how wonderful that cloud looks. Getting ever closer. We're getting ever closer to the clouds. Just a couple of hundred more feet up there. And here's a much closer up of the switchback there. And yet another mega truck going up this hill. Such a shame, the trucks, they are the bane of my journey. They're just so noisy and polluting. Having said that, I'm not going to let that spoil this beautiful nature. I'm still going up. And I believe that is the pass there, shrouded in the clouds. But as you look down, this is where I've just come up. Boy, that's a long way. I guess that's 10 kilometers. Taken nearly 3 hours, which is about what I expected. Done about 1/4 walking and 3/4 cycling. I tell you one thing about this cloud, when it hits you, it's bloody cold. Geez, the temperature shoots down by 10 degrees and the wind goes up by 10 miles an hour. I don't know if you can see it swooping this way, but when it swoops over you, it's like a bloody bucket of ice cold water. Oh, give me the sunshine any day. So, I've almost made it. Another 300 meters and we'll be there. So let's zoom up the hill and let's go for a look, see what's in store for us. If you look behind me, you may be able to see the official viewpoint. So we'll go up there in a minute. In the meantime, I thought, seeing as we've made it, and we are actually in the clouds, I thought this was an appropriate sign, because it says, in the clouds. That's exactly where we are, freezing cold. So after this, I don't know if I need a cold beer, or I need a hot soup. We'll see. Let's go up to the viewpoint first. There's a nice stairway here, like I need more exercise, but why not? I'm strong enough for the steps, no problem with that. And actually, like I say, I cycled 3/4 of the way up here today. So there we go, it's the main viewpoint. I'll see you up there in a jiffy. So through the clouds, that's Da Nang. That's where we just came up. More clouds, big hill that we can't really see. And Hanoi, 700 kilometers that way. And not sure what beach that is, but it's all downhill. Yeehaw! Took me 3 hours to get up. Imagine I'm going to go slow going down, take a few pictures. I guess 10 kilometers downhill, half an hour? We'll see. I don't want to rush it. Maybe I stop a few times, take 1 hour. Boy, that wind is ripping up the hill there. freezing cold. My nose is turning blue. Jesus, is this Southeast Asia in the summer season? Hoo-wee! I'll see you at the bottom. If you look carefully, you can see another train snaking its way around the mountain there. And going down, the views are just as spectacular as going up. So that's north, heading towards Hanoi, and it's all downhill for the next 10 kilometers. Just a shame it's so bloody cold. My nose is blue, my hands are freezing. Oh, let's get down to sea level and let's hope the sunshine comes out, even though the forecast for the next 6 days is cloudy, overcast and raining. So God knows where the sun has gone. This is supposed to be summer season. Anyway, let's keep trucking downhill. Well, here we are at the bottom of the mountain. Here's the railway track. There's the ocean. And look, you see the monkey sitting there? Hello, monkey! That's funny. So there's the railway track, just about to cross it. And in the distance there, you can see the freeway. If you look at the flags there on the flag sticks. Life on the flat. I've got a full-on wind in my face. It's about 20 kilometers along the flat here to my hotel. It's relatively easy because it's flat. A lot of traffic now because we've got both the freeway and the regular road traffic. But the main thing is, got this horrible cold north wind right in my face. At least my fingers are warming up, so that's good news. Well, this is interesting. The Hai Van Pass is that way about 15 kilometers ago. Now I'm trucking to get to my hotel. However, there's a tunnel. Now, tunnels are great at the best of times. However, there's no sign saying that bicycles are not allowed until you get right here. Right here. Look at this. No bicycles. Well, there was a turn off 2 kilometers ago. Look up the hill there. That's where I have to go. Up the bloody hill. But the turn-off is 2 kilometers back that way. Why didn't they have a sign back there? No bicycles. Anyway, I'm gonna keep trucking. Oh, the bad news is it's starting to rain a tiny bit. Don't know, you can see over here, rain and very dark rain clouds up in the sky. So God knows. I've got my laptop wrapped up and I got my spare raincoat in the backpack on my back. So we'll keep trucking. I'll be up there in about half an hour. And by the magic of time travel, here I am already up on that bloody great hill. And do you spot any changes? I'll give you 2 clues. First one is I'm wearing the cap. Second clue is I'm wearing a raincoat. Yes, it's bloody raining. Wind is coming from the north, the rain is coming from the north, and even my cap it's about to blow off here. So, good news is, what goes up must go down. So in a moment, I'm going to be going down the hill there, and I'll rejoin that road. They go through the tunnel, we go over the hill. Ay, ay, ay. You have to smile, yes. It's me that chose this journey, so it's me that has to live with the consequences. Oh, the conditions are dismal to say the least. It's now, what is it, 2 o'clock in the afternoon. I left at 8 this morning, so that's 6 hours. I've done 40 kilometers. The hotel I was going to stay at tonight, it was closed. There was a hotel next door that was fully booked. So I'm trucking along the main road. We're back on AH1, which is Highway 1 heading for Hanoi. According to my Google Maps, there's only one hotel between here and the city of Hui, H-U-E, which is 50 kilometers up the road. The one hotel about 30 kilometers from here is $70 a night. Well, my budget is 12, so I won't be staying there. So I may have to cycle another 50 kilometers all the way to Hui to find a hotel tonight. Well, at my pace, 12 to 15 kilometers an hour I'm going without stops. Take me maybe another 4 hours to get there. So it's 2 o'clock now, that'll be 6 o'clock, that'll be 10 hours of cycling today. Unless I strike it lucky, find a motel in the meantime. The conditions, like I say, they're dismal. Got a strong north wind, I'm heading north, and the rain's not that heavy, but when you're going straight into it, yes, it's like stinging light rain. Oh well. 5 minutes ago, the good news is I stopped for a beer at a little store. The lady said she had cold Heineken. 30,000. So I said, 30,000? And then she said, oh, I have Huda beer for 15. So I had an icy cold Huda beer for 15,000, 60 cents. So that was good. That'll keep me going for a little while, together with a bottle of water. That was good. All right, got to put my camera away. I don't want it getting too wet. Yes, dismal indeed. But it's great to be alive. Well, the good news is the rain has eased up a little, but the fantastic news is I just came across this sign, M-O-T-E-L. The Na Nigi Motel. Got myself a room for $12 US, which is exactly on budget. It's not the best of rooms, but it does have 2 double beds, which is good. I can put all my wet stuff on one bed and sleep on the dry bed. There's no cold beers in the refrigerator, but they have water, iced tea, stuff like that, energy drinks. So I'll make the most of it. I don't know if they got food here tonight. Otherwise, after editing the video, I'll truck up the road, see if I can find some food for tonight, plus a couple of cold beers. All right, what a day. I mean, if the sun was shining today, that would honestly be one of the best days of the entire trip. The High Van Pass, you couldn't beat how spectacular those views are. Yes, day 32 will live in infamy as the best day of this entire trip, but today would have come close with some beautiful weather. As it is, I'm cold, I'm wet, but I'm still smiling, so I'm gonna leave you with miles of smiles.